How's it going, everybody? This is Eddie, and welcome back to GunZ the Duel PvE. We seem to be... I haven't played this in forever, mind you. But I've been playing a lot. Well, okay, I took a long break, I should say, and I've been playing for a while now. Just sort of grinding away, and I wanted to get to level 15. I just did that. And you can see we got some interesting stuff here, and that's because I've been getting very lucky now that I'm in the Veterans channel, where you are higher levels, and you can pull off some better quests. And this is where the PvE starts to get pretty interesting, compared to just doing the same quests over and over and over again. But I haven't purchased my level 15 stuff, and I want to do that now, because there are some big things to get. So let's head over and do that. Let's start with the essentials. That's right, just like I said, my favorite, if you notice, oh, it's the only level 15 available thing, actually, never mind. But let's just put this baby on. Oh yeah, now we can sell off this guy. Oh, and I should probably go over what I got first. So, I started out, I got a couple of these guys, from the little pink guys that show up every now and then in prisons and mansions. Got a few of them, and I ended up combining them with something, with some other people in there, and we got, what did we get? Oh, a Palm Pow idol. And then I used that with something else to get this Palm Pow shirt. And the reason why I could survive is because I was a hacker in the place that I was at. And then we went on a similar chain of events through getting a large skull and an enormously huge skull. And I haven't figured out what to combine with that yet to go to the next level of quests, but that's what I got. And all this comes off of, we should buy one of these actually, all these items, all the starting items come off of buying page 13 quests, which I got when I was level 13. And then I just sat in rooms with hackers and got that. So that's going to be interesting. But anyways, let's continue on. Nothing for the head yet. Already got the body. Hands. I'm gonna buy them, and if I regret it due to the weight problems, so be it. We'll work it out, and that's fine, but I can grind for bounty if we need it later. Rings? Are there new rings? There are, but we need to keep the weight rings. This level 40 is the Ring of a Feather. Pity. Okay. Avatar. Rawr. Badass. Melee weapon. Okay. I already got my new melee weapon, actually. Nope. That's what I meant to click on. There we go. It's the dagger. This is interesting. I almost didn't do it, though, because the damage is 12 on this guy. And on the one before it, the damage is 13, so it's actually technically more powerful, but is slower, so that's interesting. It's not that much slower, but it is slower, and it weighs more, so you're really buying a faster, more lightweight dagger that does less damage, which was strange. And actually that trend continues on to the next dagger as well, with the lightweight dagger. But I actually prefer it that way, because weight is becoming an issue, so I don't use melee too much on PvE, so that's fine. Next, so we already got that, ranged weapons. Now we don't use pistols, and the dual wields. I got the Wowcoms and I use the Ellens. The Wowcom. The Wowcoms were better than the Nico rifles, that I had before. New shotgun available, and new rifle, which I do want to get to replace the Ellens. So let's do that. And then we can head down. I don't think, yeah, 25 is the first Nico machine gun. The big guys, which are super cool. And there's a new rocket launcher to get. Damage 50. Damage 30. So it does do a lot extra damage. But it is slower. And I think it holds less. Yes, it does hold less. But that is kind of fun for quests. So I'm going to get it. I'm going to be a little crazy. I'm going to get it. Let's check the grenades. Nope, 22 is the next one. So that's fine there, and that's everything else. Gamble item, enchant items, etc. Yep. So this shirt need to be level 25. Probably never gonna wear it, so I probably should sell it for 10 bounty actually. But I did want to show you that I did have it. Lasts a week. We're not gonna get to 25 in a week. That's 10 levels. And now let's start equipping. Now, before we do, I turn these down even more, but now I can barely hear them. Let me turn the music. Oh, way too low. Nah, whatever. We're gonna call that good. Now let's start equipping stuff. Alright. So, let's do the weapons first. Don't want the Ellens anymore. I do want that. Good. Fits. Already equipped the coat. Let's go for pants next. Good. See these gloves. That does 16. That does 20. Nice. Those weigh 5. Those weigh 7. Damn! That's just too much. Let's go to the shop and declutter some of this stuff. This is the lower one. Don't need to equip that yet. We're not gonna play around with it right now. Wait a second. Which one? That's level 15. So I didn't actually change over the pants. Thought I did. Right? It's level 10. Yeah. So that actually made it cheaper, lighter weight, actually. Let's sell these so I don't get confused again. And I already changed out the boot, so let's sell those. Now this might work out perfectly. What do you know? So that weighs 30, so if we ever decided to use it, I'd have to... Oh, I could actually replace it with the dual wields and it would even out the weight. That's perfect. Because the last time I tried to use the other one, I had to go without a melee weapon, which was interesting. So those are gone. Yeah. Cool. So we are just all decked out. Let's not shop. Let's swap these guys. Yeah, look at that thing. It's massive. Super cool. Alright, well now we gotta go test it out, right? So let's see. Any quests in the making? Alright. It's just solo some. I want to do... I think just to test it out, let's just do a mansion one, and then we can attempt it again. Actually, probably should have done prison or something. Oh yeah, the trench coat. Back in my game with the trench coat. So I can technically stab faster now. I'd say that's pretty noticeable improvement, actually, in the speed. Oh, Yeah, and this rifle has the rate of fire that the Ellens did. Does have a smaller clip, obviously, because it's not two guns with massive clips. Because that was kind of what the Ellen is. It's two guns with massive clips. This is not that, so... I don't think my trench coat's stuck. Derp. It'll fix itself eventually. It'd take an explosion or something, but... so yeah, like I'm already out of ammo for it. So I think we're gonna get stuck in a couple more situations where... Like, sure, it's plowing through them because of the massive amount of damage that it does. So it's not mattered that we have a small clip, but we might get stuck in situations where we're gonna need to rely on the little guys dropping ammo. Now we could attempt, depending, now that we're beefed up, we could attempt to solo a page 13. I think if we did it in Mansion, we have a shot. Which is why I said I should have done prisons, so we could switch up what we do. But, you know, I don't know. Ah! But, yeah, I can't wait until the PvP class gets up here. See, it's interesting, though, because the enemies and the quests, they stay the same, so you kind of get more boss in quests as you go, and you can kind of handle more and more. But with PvP, the other players get equally as good gear, so one might say that, like, I was going to say that I'm excited to get that new shotgun, since... the shotgun's been pretty successful in PvP. And there's also like some new swords that are a lot faster, which means that I would hopefully be getting the hit in before other people got the hit in, which was helpful. Is there another guy? There's two more guys. Where are you at? There you are. But, they're gonna have better armor and better, and more health and better shotguns as well. So basically, it's just me catching up. It's not me any better than them. So that's kind of how things go, really. The difference between PvP and PvE, in terms of like how good you are. PvE, which is what we're doing now, the questing, you get better gradually, continuously, always, and that's good. But then as you go, as the higher level you get, the more boring the quests become, because you can just kind of do them and you can't access any of the higher level ones because you don't have enough to buy the higher level page or something like that, which is unfortunate. But at least you can combine items if you're lucky to get them, and end up with some boss fights, which we won't get to see today unless I'm really lucky and feeling strong. But chances are I probably won't. But soon. What was I gonna say? So this class seems to be doing really well right now. I was gonna say... Oh, and then PvP, with, you know, player versus player. You start off when you enter a new channel by getting, like, it's like for the channel we're in right now. It's if you're 11, level 11 through 20, I believe, 20, yeah, 11 through 20. So that's, you know, if you're within those levels, which is good. But you stink when you become level 11 and you enter that channel, because everyone's a higher level than you and everyone has better weapons. That being said, once you reach level 20, you have better weapons than everyone else, and things become really fun because you get really good. But, oh god, that's terrible. But, at the same time, the minute you level up to level 21 and reach the next channel, you resume stinking again, which is part of the reason why I don't like it. That being said, technically you're supposed to be gaining skill, but that's kind of where I fail. Nice. Alright, that wasn't so bad. We had one dangerous moment, but that's because I hate this room here. This room here is like... I guess what I really should do is I should herd them back and forth in the middle here, but I feel too exposed when I do that, because I'm going to be taking fire from both sides. Hard to say. Alright, so next I'm going to say let's attempt this. I've never tried it by myself before, but like say if I do this... No. What if I do... something like that. See, it's like combinations of these are gonna unlock something. Like, for instance, let's do that and that or something. I don't know. So let's attempt this here. Squeaky headphones. Weird problem to have. Alright, let's go. Could you hear that squeaky headphones? I wonder. I bet you could. Oh, I do like this one though. Jesus, every time I go to record, my throat is just like, nope, you can't talk now, because I don't have that problem any other time. The trench coat makes everything better. The trench coat on the female characters are not as... I don't like them as much. I think it's because they don't go so far down. They go down to like the back of your knees as opposed to like your ankles, which makes them kind of not a trench coat, more of like a long coat perhaps. It's funny, I've actually... This game was probably the beginning of my... I'm gonna say the word obsession, but I don't really mean it like that. Fascination or something like that with trench coats. I don't know why, but for some reason I just love the way they look. It's that and like the Matrix. It's like when you think about like all the famous characters that wear trench coats are badasses, but not everyone who wears a trench coat is badass. For instance, when I wear a trench coat, does not make me a badass. It's kind of like the rectangle square thing. But you know, unfortunately, people see them as creepy because of like the school shootings, like Columbine. They all wear trench coats, but I still think of them as badass. I mean, like, let's see, who wears trench coats? Well, that and capes. Those are the two things. But capes are a little bit less acceptable in our society, so, or not acceptable, but common, I guess we could say. Oh, there's still guys left. I was just waiting for the portal to appear. Let's see. Let's think about it. Matrix. The people, like all the people in Matrix that are badasses have trench coats. This game, clearly you are a badass in this game, and you wear a trench coat. Let's see, who else? There are more. I know there are more. I just haven't thought of them yet. I just had them on my mind a second ago. Well, I'm sure you can think of some. Oh, Rorschach from The Watchmen. I actually just watched that movie a couple days ago, and I was like, yep, trench coat. He's badass. So, you get the point. I'm sure you're thinking of all your childhood heroes or people like that, and you're like, holy shit, they're all wearing trench coats. Yeah, exactly. Which is why I remember one time I had to go shopping for a suit, I believe. And I was at a store. I don't know how local the store is, so I just won't say the store name. I don't know. But it was a suit and coat store, kind of like a big one of those big stores. Not like come in and let's mark you down and we'll order you a suit. Like we have everything here already. Just come out, we'll measure you and take it off the rack. Kind of warehouse, I guess you could call it. And I went with someone else who was also looking for a suit. And while they were getting measured and whatnot for their suit, I was like a child, like in the you know, when like children like hide in, oh god, that guy can stun you. I didn't know that. Hiding in like the coat, like the clothes rack, stuff like that. Like that was me, but I wasn't like hiding in it. I was more just like wearing every single trench coat they had, like not long enough, too thick, because all of them were designed for practical purposes. I want practical purposes. I wanted to make me look like a badass. And I didn't end up getting one, but I actually have gotten 2 trench coats in my life before. One of them I outgrew really quickly because I got it when I was pretty young. By pretty young, I mean like still growing, which is not the case anymore. At least I don't think it is. Anyways, the other one I've gotten actually relatively recently, and I actually do wear in the winter because it is probably one of the warmest things I have ever purchased. And I actually got it from military. What do you call it? Military surplus, or like not used anymore military. It's in Provincetown, Massachusetts. Great store. It's called Marine Specialties, and it's just got like it's funny because you know how like in specialty stores generally they have the really approachable stuff in the front, and then you get more and more, shall we say, like technical or like specific stuff in the back. So in other words, like in this store, it was a store that sold military apparel. So like, you know, if the Germans made a bunch of trench coats for their army, but then they made too much, they might sell them as kind of a novelty. And so these had like lots of old ones, like from wars long past, which then makes them more of a novelty and less of just like, hey, I went to a store and bought, you know, army pants. But so this store, if you in the front though, you know, they have the approachable stuff, like I said. So it's like this is in Provincetown. Did I say Provincetown, Rhode Island? I think I said that. I meant to say Provincetown, Massachusetts. Is it called Provincetown or is it just called Providence? Now I'm getting it all mixed up. I'm extremely confused. But anyways, or Provincetown. Not Providence, Province. I have no idea. Anyways, the one that's on the very tip of Cape Cod. I missed the ammo, damn it. So, this story has gone on for quite a while. Is this a page 13? Oh yeah, and we're doing pretty well actually. I haven't even started feeling the heat yet. Come on, guys. Oh god, that's not good. I didn't mean to say that. Now they're kind of kicking my butt. No, damn it, missed it. Is there any more range, guys? No, don't shoot me. Alright, that should provide a bit. Oh, I'm out of everything. Oh, thank goodness I killed him before he hit me. That might have been the end of us. Well, this is too bad. Oh, stay away from that. What was I going to say next? Right. So in the front of this store, the approachable stuff, for instance, like seashell necklaces, since it is on the coast. What else? Oh, I hate these guys. These guys. No. That's it. We're not gonna do it. It's not gonna go down. They also had, like, you know, stuffed animals of local animals in the area, and you know, like keychains, that kind of a thing. And then in the back you get a little bit more with like you get your like halfway back and you get the like the now I don't know the name of the town now. Is it Provincetown? Is it Providencetown? Is it Provincetown? But you get the shirts for that place, whatever the town it is. I should know because I've been there a lot. But I've also been to whichever one is in Rhode Island. Anyways, so they have like the shirts, like the touristy shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies, and then you get towards. Oh, I hear that guy haunts me now. Oh, no! Where is he though? He's here somewhere, the little pink guy. Anyways, but you get to the back. Oh, that stinks. We got to a good amount of rounds of that though. Next, we're gonna try this, I think. I don't know if I've ever beat this, or even showed this. Well, before we do, let's make sure that no one else is doing anything. Nope, no one else is doing anything quest-related. Anyways. So we had, in the back then you get like the gas masks, you know, the really specific stuff, the like knives counter, and I'm in no way into any of that, you know, like I'm not a gun person, I'm not a knives person, I'm not, you know, I don't wear camo, I don't hunt. It is kind of big in my family, actually, in my extended family, to go hunting, and but I don't personally. Oh crap! This is not going well. I think I maybe want to buy some health packs for this class as well. There we go. That's good. All right. Anyways, but in the back they had the surplus of old military garb and other things like that, like the old British post office postman jackets, and some of it's pretty cool to be like, oh, you know, you see it in movies and stuff, and then it's actually really there. And I believe that movies actually buy that kind of a thing, you know, if they're filming them now, but they're set in the past. Oh God, sneaky bastard. So, twice I've gotten trench coats there because they are military trench coats, and they have the, what are they called, epaulets, or, no, that's something else, isn't it? No, it might be, I don't know. They have, you know, big collars and the shoulder straps, which I believe, they are called epaulets, yeah. They just look pretty badass, and, you know, I'm not like a person who you would cast in a movie, even if I could act as one of those roles, because I just don't have, oh, someone's still alive. I just don't have the, you know, makeup of someone who would wear that and play a military person. I'm not buff or anything like that, so, what are we at? 3 of 6, okay, interesting. But I still get them because they're really warm, and I have always lived in places that do have snowy winters, so. But that was my extended story for trench coats. I like them. Yeah, that was a bit of a ramble, but hopefully it was interesting. And I do, oh crap. So back to guns, I guess. We're wearing a trench coat when we're badass, and we got lots of guns. And I should buy health packs. I don't think we're gonna survive this round. Did I throw that grenade? No, I did not. Crap, picked up that ammo with the wrong gun. Gotta pick it up with the good gun. I think we actually have seen this before. I believe I recorded me playing it once a long time ago. Ah, where'd he go? Where'd he go? That was weird. I guess it was this guy, even though it looked like it came from behind me. And still can't do that one, but the day that we get to do that by ourselves is the day that we have more bounty than we will ever need. And then of course we eventually we get to level 21 and get to do Rebel Secret Base, which will be back to the other enemies: Test Room C, Rebel Command Post, Suppress the Rebellion, and Secret Test Room. So it's all, there's like 2 different ones that you switch back and forth of, I guess. Let's see where we're at in terms of, we're only 10% through the experience. Okay. And there's no quests going on. I think I'm going to call it here. I've been playing exclusively the PvE class, and the PvP class has a lot of catching up to do. I believe it's at like 9 or 10, so it's about 5 levels behind, which is perfectly fine. I'll be happy to grind with them, with that class, later. And, yeah, with quite the character going on here, if I do say so myself. Level 16 doesn't bring much, but I think when we get to 18 it does bring quite a few weapons, but you know, that's to be determined later. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please show some kind of support. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.